Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Any bhajan requests? छोटी छोटी गई है छोटी छोटी गई है
Hindi or something.
Maybe Koki. They will have it.
Yeah, okay. Koki. No, one more Hindi. One more is there.
This one.
Down, one more is there down.
Does anybody have that puzzle written down? So this one. Look at it. K-R-U here. Any other bhajan in the meantime while we look for this one?
How about this one, Prabhuji, the one which tells the qualities of Radha and Krishna? Radha Nara sings that song. I don't know.
What's the first line?
Jai Radhe.
Jai Radhe. Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Shri Radhe.
No, Mataji. Which one? It ends with Hari Priya or something.
Hare Priya Swamini Shri Radhe and like Krishna song singing about Radharani and
Radharani and
Krishna.
Maybe it's Jai Radhe, Radhe Jai Jai Madhav Daite. Jai Jai Radha Krishna Jugal.
She's saying Shama.
I don't have that written down. You have it?
Shri Radhe. That one. Mataji, maybe that
While we find that, how about in the meantime we sing Yasomati Nandana? Yasomati Nandana okay? Let somebody take my prasad. Kruti Dev is the font. Kruti Dev, K-R-U-T-I. If not, just download it. What? Still these pages. Somebody playing Mridanga? Oh, good one. Yasomati Nandana Brajavara nagar Gokula Ranjana kana Yasomati Nandana Gokula Ranjana Yasomati Nandana Brajavara nagar Gokula Ranjana kana Yasomati Nandana Gopi
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
His divine grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Sri Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Dvait Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरिगोवर्धन धाम की जय, मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय, गंगा माई यमुना माई की जय, भक्ति देवी तुलसी देवी की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंद गौर ससंबुद्धो गौर ससंबुद्धो गौर ससंबुद्धो गौर श्री गुरु एंड श्री गौरांग. ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. भूतले
स्थापितं येन भूतले
स्वयं रूप कदा मायं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी श्री राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठकी Hare Krishna. This I must accept that this is the most enthusiastic group of chanters that I have met in a long time. You all sing so nicely, so beautifully, and so together, and so enthusiastically. I am impressed. I clap for you. I want to thank Madhupati Prabhu for inviting me here so I could get association of wonderful devotees like yourselves. And maybe one day I can become as enthusiastic as well. So, yesterday we started this program at another house. How many of you were there? How many were not there? You were there. Weren't you? You didn't raise your hand. How many were not there? 6, 7, 8 people, that's all? Okay. So for the benefit of those who were there, we will just continue from where we left off, rather than starting over. So yesterday we had a lot of questions, and very good questions. I don't know how good the answers were, but the questions were very good. I liked them very much. So, because this is a short version of the Bhagavad Gita, we're doing a short overview before we get into the topic that we need to get into. Because it's kind of an etiquette that we're doing the Katha on the Srimad Bhagavatam. So in some way, shape or form, the Bhagavatam should be covered. Briefly also is okay. But then we elaborate on the issue that we have been instructed by the local temple council or board here, which is the teachings of Gokula Maharaj from Canto 11. So we did some of this show yesterday. We're just going to go over it, that there are 10 main topics that are discussed in the Srimad Bhagavatam and where they are given in the Bhagavatam itself. And we went through slides for each one. The 10 of these topics also coincide with the 10 cantos. So the first canto, Sarga, as we discussed yesterday, the Sarga means the Utpatti, or the starting or the production of the 24 different elements that are created by the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself. 5 of them are known as the Panch Mahabhuta. The other 5 are known as Panch Karmendriya, like one of the little boy was answering yesterday. Is that little boy here today who was answering this question yesterday? Doesn't seem like. Then there are 5 Karmendriya, 5 Jnanendriya, and 5 Tanmatra. So the Jnanendriyas are the regular ones that we are familiar with: ear, nose, eyes, all that. The Tanmatra, or the objects of senses, are your rasa, dhvani, just whatever you engage, taste, what you engage your senses in, the 5 matters. What happened here? Why did it go this way? So 5 Jnanendri, 5 Tanmatra, 5 Karmendri, and the 5 gross elements, and then there are 3 subtle elements, Suksh Indriya, and then there is the Prakriti, or the material nature, is also created by Lord Krishna. as he says in the Bhagavad Gita, Maya Dakshena Prakriti Suyate Sacharacharam. So not only the material nature works under Krishna's control, it is also produced by Krishna according to Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto. So these are the 24 elements that everything else comes from. Then we talked about Visarga. Visarga is the portion of the creation that involves Lord Brahma, or Lord Brahma arranges, that is all the species, etc. Then we discussed Sthana, the spiritual hierarchy, the maintenance of the universe by Lord Vishnu is more important than Brahma the creator or Lord Shiva the destroyer. Up to this, I think we did yesterday.
Yeah.
So, the fourth main topic is Poshana. Poshana is how the Supreme Personality of Godhead cares and or protects His own devotees. Actually, nobody is outside of His care and protection. But of course, His devotees get a special care. Everybody is cared for by the Supreme Personality of Godhead only. There is nobody else to care for them. Like, even all the demons are created by Him. To explain that matter, we can tell you a short story. That there was this rich gentleman who had a desire to feed poor people who cannot afford full square meal. He would provide. So he took a vow that every day I will feed whoever comes to my door first in the morning before I would eat anything myself. So there was no problem. Every day, more and more people found out. They came to his door and he fed them and he ate himself. But one day, the king had something or the other going on, and everybody went there because the king was offering a big feast. And they wanted a change of taste as well. So everybody went there, there was nobody. So he sends his servants, I'm going to remain hungry because I have a vow. So if I eat, you must go find somebody to feed. Then I will eat. So on the other side of the city, they found one person who was actually hungry and did not have anything to eat, and he did not go anywhere. So they invited him very nicely. Please come, our Sethji is inviting. You come and please honor some prasad. And then only our Sethji can eat. So he came very happily. The rich man gave him the full plate of prasadam. And right away this person started to eat. So the rich man said, hold on. You don't do any prayers? You don't thank the Lord before you honor prasadam? You don't even take a little bit out for the birds and the insects and all that. What kind of a person are you? He goes, well, I don't believe in God. So you don't believe in God? This rich man was offended completely. How dare you don't believe in God? So you are not deserving of my food. get out of here. I will stay hungry. I will not eat because that's my vow. But I will not feed you either because you are Nastic and I have no tolerance for Nastics. So he did that and he remained hungry, but he was happy about himself. That I did something good for Krishna. I did something good for God. That I taught him a lesson. And everybody will learn from that. So there he is at night trying to fall asleep and he hasn't had anything to eat all day. So the chuhe are playing kabaddi in his little tummy. And he cannot fall asleep. So in his half sleepy state, Krishna comes to give him darshan. And he very happily says to Krishna, who had come in the form of Narayan, that, you know, I am very happy. Although I did not eat anything today, but I am so glad that I did not let this bad man take your prasad. Because he had a nerve to tell me that he doesn't believe in you. How can somebody not believe in you? So he thought now special blessings are coming on his head from Krishna. But instead, he got something else. He got asked by Krishna, how old was this person? So he must be about 64, 65 years of age. And Krishna asked him, you know who's been feeding him? How did he get to become 64 years of age? Who's been feeding him every meal? It is me. I know he doesn't believe in me. I have no doubt. But he's still mine. He's still my son. I have been providing him 3 square meals a day for 64 years. You could not give him 1 meal? What good are you? So, the moral of this story is not to become like that person. The moral of the story is to understand that all of his sons are dear to God. But of course, the devotees, such as you see here, who do you see there? Any child can tell? Yes.
Dhruv Maharaj.
Dhruv Maharaj. And who's next to Dhruv Maharaj?
Lord Krishna.
How can you tell? You?
Because Dhruv Maharaj is the only child who went for meditation.
Way to go. But you can be the next. Then soon as we see a nice picture of somebody with Krishna, we would say, there you are. What's your name?
Rishika.
Rishika? There is Rishika. So in the 4th canto, it is explained how Krishna takes care of the devotees by giving all kinds of benedictions to Dhruv Maharaj. Although Dhruv Maharaj came to Krishna with a motive, he wanted something. But when he got Krishna darshan, he already realized, oh my God, what I was asking for was a piece of glass. Your darshan alone is a whole diamond. I don't want glass anymore. I want real diamond. And you just gave me that. I don't need anything else. I don't need any more. I don't need anything. This is enough that you've given me your darshan. So this is the difference in worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead or worshipping any demigods or such. They will supply you what you need. Whereas when you see Krishna or Narayan, all your needs, all your desires will be satisfied and you would not want them. It's like going to somebody, a little child goes to somebody, here is $10, give me a pack of cigarettes. If there was no law like that, any shopkeeper would say, here, take. But if the same child goes to his father or her father, here is 10 rupees or $10, give me a pack of cigarettes. What's he going to get? $10 taken away and a slap on the head. You want a pack of cigarettes? Are you out of your mind? Get out of here. So there is difference in worshipping Krishna in the mode of goodness, or worship in the mode of goodness, or worship in passion or in ignorance. So also in the fourth canto, you read about the pastimes of who can. No, don't say. You're supposed to raise your hand. You already answered one. You didn't answer anything yet. So you're not supposed to tell each other. What about you? Yeah, but I wasn't asking about the man. I was asking about the lady who's next to him. Who's she? Prabhu Maharaj's wife or consort. Sachi, close enough. Archie. Very good. So there is a whole pastime in it, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, that how when there was a bad king who was born, who was the bad king? Vena. The nature stopped producing, the earth stopped giving, and so on. Then from the body of Vena, Krishna incarnates himself as King Prithu. And he tills the land and he fixes everything right and rules over this planet for thousands of years to fix everything right, and then he leaves the planet. So he incarnates to fix major problems. Maybe he will come to fix our global warming problem, but it may not be a problem at all. Who really knows? So that's Poshana. In number 5, there is Uti. Uti is why the material world, why urge for creation, or even why there is the material world. As they say, दुनिया बनाने वाले क्या तेरे मन में समाई काहे ये दुनिया बनाई. Anybody knows why? Raj Kapoor doesn't know, and if he didn't read the Bhagavatam, he went wherever he went without knowing. But the Bhagavatam tells us exactly why. So that information is mostly contained in the 5th canto. It also has as the main contents about Lord Rishabdev, Bharat Maharaj. Details of Vedic astronomy are also there. What is the big difference in the Vedic astronomy and the today's astronomy that we believe in? Who can tell us? Vedic geography and material geography of today. One major difference. According to the mundane or material geography today, the sun, the earth goes around the moon, the sun. But according to Vedic astronomy, the sun actually goes around the earth. How many people can understand that? You can, and you can. And who can explain? It is not easy because we have been brought up thinking that the sun is stationary and the earth is going around it. But according to the Srimad Bhagavatam, the earth, although not stationary, is still turning on its own. But the sun is actually going around it rather than the earth going around the sun. And we have all kinds of proof to prove that. But how do you prove if both things are moving? Which one is moving, which one is stationary? Like if you go to India or even here, if you're on a train and you're sitting and there's the next train stopped next to you. One of the trains starts to move. You can't tell, is it my train moving or that one moving? Can't tell. Very difficult. But there's a trick, you can look at the ground and the ground will not be moving if you're not moving. If you're moving, the ground will move also. So just by looking, two things, one moving, the other stationary, which one is moving, which one is stationary, because the end result is the same. It looks the same. So with the system of understanding that the sun is moving, you have seen pictures of sun. How do you see pictures of sun? Always on a chariot. The sun is always on a chariot. And it always looks like in a moving motion. Always moving, according to our Vedic system. But the materialists say, no, the sun doesn't move. It's the earth that does. And everything they have worked around that it makes sense this way and that way, the seasons come and all that. But all of those things will be still the same if this object is not moving, this one is moving. It will be all the same. The turning around, one of the movements the earth is making as well. But the sun actually makes the other movement. So, one of these days, hopefully in our lifetime, we would make the regular astronomers believe that our philosophy is correct. If you want to know more about it, you can go to the YouTube and search for Vedic astronomy. We have a film on it, which will prove to you almost beyond the shadow of doubt that the Vedic system is right. And also in Mayapur, we're building the Temple of Vedic Planetarium. It will prove in a 3D model version that how the Vedic system actually makes more sense than what the materialists will tell you. So there is homework for you. So what happens? Bharat Maharaj goes to protect this deer, and what happens to him?
He becomes
Takes for the necklace.
He does.
He becomes a deer. So the next one, Canto 6, tells you about Manvantar, changing of Manus, the time divided into periods, controlled by different Manus, who teach the regulative principles for living beings who desire to achieve perfection in human life. Not